Hey, we here sooner than I thought. We got an update on that Nolan Wells case, and I'm here to let y'all know what's going on. So apparently, Bart, which is the dude that I announced in the last episode or whatever you want to call last video, yeah, he's lawyered up. He wasn't trying to hear nothing else. He lawyered up, and we about to figure out what's the update on that. All right. Nolan Wells' friend lawyers up over rumors he killed him over a girl. Man, boy, TMZ know how to make them, boy. TMZ know how to make them. They'll make a man look crazy. A friend of Nolan Wells is lawyering up amid a wave of online speculation, denying a viral photo shows him with a woman some social media users are attempting to link to Nolan's death. Okay, we all know that. Attorney Russell Latino says the old high school photo does show Bart Edmiston with a young woman, but insists she is not Katie McCormick. A woman's social media users have attempted to romantically link to both Bart and Nolan. So they trying to say that Katie is tapped in with both of them, or that's what people are trying to say. But whole time it's just the people talking. It ain't even her or what people know. Okay, so nigga Bart. Latino says Bart has never dated Katie and did not even know who she was before Nolan's death. Okay, so all that other little false stuff where people were saying that Bart was this tough guy trying to worry about her, it seemed like it's false, apparently, from what the lawyer is saying. Latino also flatly denies the notion that Bart killed Nolan or contributed to his death in any way. His lawyer says Bart helped a boat in distress and has fully cooperated with investigators, providing access to his boat, GPS, and phone, and now plans to sue people, spreading what the family calls wholly fabricated claims. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. They just can't. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Call me crazy, but this is also a sign of guilt. Letting them get this all through, and then when they done, they gonna try to file a motion to not even be questioned or brought up in this investigation once they do their investigation over his GPS, his boat, and phone. But the thing is, like, y'all done gave them too much time to get rid of everything. Like, nigga, the phone probably been wiped, GPS been wiped, boat was. Didn't they say the boat was getting cleaned in the middle of the night at 3 or 4 o'clock? You know how many times that boat has probably been cleaned since July 4th? That's like, all this, like, of course they gonna help after, like, weeks after the shit. Yeah, finally, like, all that shit's going by now. He probably got a whole new phone. You gotta realize, like, today's July 29th. This shit happened on the 4th. He got a new phone. He got something to cover all that up. Nobody's just gonna be leaving trails if they're not trying to, get in trouble. And I feel like, they trying to do a damn good job. In addition, Latino said Bart received a credible death threat yesterday because of the made-up speculation. He said the FBI, state, and local law enforcement have been notified. Okay. I mean, I kind of feel bad for him if he don't got nothing to do with it, just for the simple fact that, like, waking up to some death threats and I ain't got nothing to do with it and all that. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, getting a lawyer and trying to sue everybody that even mention your name about it after they investigate and do what they gotta do, it's kind of guilty too. Call me crazy. Like, I don't know how to like really explain it in the terms of, like, going in depth about the shit, but it kind of give me like a sign. But let's check this other video out real quick. What's going on?
Reporting live from Ibis Club, Fright Plus News, I'm John Abba. The case in Nolan Wells looks to be one of the most interesting cases in recent years. A black teen in Mississippi goes missing after being left on an island by his friends, who happen to be a mainly all-white group. and is found washed ashore 2 days later. At the start of this case, local authorities to some spoke too soon by suggesting that no foul play appeared to be suspected, and then later reassured Wells' family and those interested in the case that it will be handled like any other case. Now, from our point of view, that could be the error, because Nolan Wells' mysterious death is not like any other case. On Tuesday, in the aftermath of a new piece of background audio being highlighted, a part of an emergency CTO call, many who not only fear what happened to Nolan could happen to them, and those who want answers would question and begin turning up the accusations against Nolan's friends who he traveled to Horn Island with. Now, in the audio release, interpreters would suggest that they heard things like, "Is he dead?" the name Nolan, "Wake up," and of course, one that has captured many people's attention, "Damn it, Bart."
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership. Hey, up! Shut the fuck up!
Depending on how you interpret the audio, it can be heard as the
So why didn't they bring up Bart when the investigators was asking for more names and more witnesses that was just around this situation? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I did hear somebody scream out Nolan in like a very stressful way, as if like they about to break down.
final moments to a crime, where one of his friends yells at another friend for taking a life, while others suggest to cover it up. If you do interpret it this way, it could answer how Wells could just end up disappearing out of thin air. Now, a part of this interpretation, Wells' former teammate Bart Edmiston would be called out due to him seemingly being the person to angrily shout out, "Shut the F up," after panic would take over the boat, making it appear as if he had just finished doing something to Wells, in which you would also hear female passengers not being able to contain their emotions.
I see that these captions right here, like these captions going crazy. Hold on, look, is he dead?
To Wells, in which you would
Nolan?
also hear female passengers not being able to contain
Oh my God.
their emotions with what they were witnessing, as some are suggesting that they heard Nolan. On Wednesday, as more and more people accuse Edmiston as being a possible suspect, it appears that he and his family are now responding with their own attorney, conservative commentator Russ Latino.
Hey, dog. Hey, y'all ain't gonna fool me. Y'all ain't gonna fool me and tell me I ain't hear what I heard. I don't care who did what to the audio to enhance it and did what. I even without the audio, I think I heard it. Clear as day. I heard, "Is he dead?" I heard Nolan. I heard, "Oh my God." And then the "shut the fuck up" and then all the other bullshit that was going on. But bro, you can't tell me that people really believe that that's not what was said.
Based in Mississippi. On Wednesday morning, Latino would announce that he is now joining the Edmiston family to clear Bart's name and go after anyone making defamatory statements. On Facebook, he would go on to write, "I have been retained by the family of Bart Edmiston to pursue people defaming him with wholly fabricated assertions of fact that are putting Bart, his family, and friends in harm's way. The family will put out a formal statement later today and announce the initiation of his first defamation lawsuit." Bart received a credible death threat yesterday because of some of that made-up speculation on this and other sites. The FBI, state, and local law enforcement have all been activated. But I wanted to share a few things for people who think it's a game to invent lies that could get other people killed. We have hired a private investigator firm to identify and track individuals engaged in defamation against the Edmistons. If you are young, naive, or lack the resources to pay a civil judgment, will not clear us from filing a lawsuit against you. This is not about...
I mean, but you can't technically file a lawsuit until everything is proven, until everything is closed for real. So like, you trying to file for defamation and we don't even, like, you could have really did it. Imagine somebody filing for defamation. Imagine somebody filing for defamation, and it's an ongoing case still going. Like, nigga, how do I know? Like, nigga, the case ain't over. How do I know that you don't got nothing to do with it? How do I know that you ain't the one that did it? I'm just confused on, like, like, you worried about filing defamation, bro. You need to be worried about a lot of other things, bro. You might be needing to skip town because now you looking a little more guilty. Like, this little update right here, like TMZ only gave like a little brief, little bullshit type of update. Now this is a little in detail. Like, now you're gonna track people down and figure out who's talking about you so you can sue them. But it don't work like that. Cause the whole time, what if you are the person that did it? And they are spreading the truth. And then you just sued them for that. Or you tried to sue them for that. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Money for my clients. They want to protect their family and they want to curb people who lie recklessly. If you make up something out of thin air or share something you don't know to be true, adding the word allegedly or saying people are reporting will not save you from a defamation lawsuit. We will address the falsehoods being presented methodically, but now is not the time for that. Now is the time to make very clear that we intend to be unrelenting against people who are lying online for clicks and likes. The Edmistons and the broader Ocean Springs community grieve for the loss of Nolan Wells. They want the truth and peace for Nolan's family. People making things up online that put others at risk are not honoring Nolan's life or loss. They're not bringing us closer to the truth, but pulling us away. This will be a large, potentially nationwide task. If you're a lawyer who believes...
All right, so look, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I kind of see the point of view in a way. Like, I ain't gonna be a one-sided person at the end of the day, though. I can kind of see, like, he may really not have nothing to do with this at all. They just heard one extra name or another name, and they probably just brought him up. They probably said, Bart. Oh, that's an actual person that they used to hang with. Who is this? Who's Bart? Why they didn't bring up Bart? Everybody putting it in the air, saying this and that, and the whole time he could probably not have nothing to do with it. He was just there like the rest of everybody else.
Believes that the rule of law, the presumption of innocence, and our very commitment to truth is in jeopardy and want to do something about it, please reach out to me privately. Now, before Latino would release his statement, Bart's own mother on Tuesday would break her own silence after her son was accused of wrongdoings related to the case of Nolan Wells. While responding to a user on Facebook, she would clarify a previous comment that Bart looks to have made about the last time he was in a certain part of Mississippi, causing some to accuse him of lying. His mother would go on to say, "You are steering the pot by reposting things that are not factual, and you have manipulated words." He said he has not been in past Christian Mississippi in a year, which is where that picture was taken. He was clarifying that he was not present there. He never said he was not in Mississippi.
You see what I mean? Like, what if he really does not have nothing to do with it? That picture of him and a girl, that wasn't even the girl that they trying to say that he was with. Or that Nolan was talking to and that the dude was jealous of. Like, what if he really does not have nothing to do with this?
I have a screenshot of it if you need me to send that to you. He is playing football out of state and was only home, Ocean Springs, for a few days in July and was on the boat that towed the boat that Nolan declined going on because he wanted to stay behind. The audio that you are referring to is not as you guys see. They were panicking and creating a plan to get the boat saved from sinking. The newest news has been reported that Nolan was seen on the island after the two boats left. And there are pictures from my son's boat of the boat about to be towed. And clearly Nolan is not on the boat. So for all of you internet investigators, your plot to accuse my child of something is not warranted. And it will come out sooner than later that he did not.
Hey, boy, she was better off letting the lawyers talk. because she know if she go in some comments or she make a status, that status is going viral. She's better off letting the lawyers talk and letting the lawyers do what they gotta do. And then, if it come back that he didn't do nothing, then say your piece or conclusion to everything. And keep your eyes open to everybody that's talking all this. Like,
harm Nolan. And believe me, those who slander his name without warranted will be held accountable for their words. At the top of this report, I wanted to highlight that this case is not usual, and therefore approaching it like a usual case may not be the best thing for all of those connected, especially those who may be innocent, given the highly emotional subject matter, as people who look like Wells desire peace of mind and knowing that they can't just be mysteriously found unalive and no one can give a clear explanation to what happened. On Tuesday, as a way to challenge myself again of what I heard on the audio and without the influence of a transcript, I also heard another possibility. What if instead of hearing "is he dead," it was "it's dead," referring to the bilge pump, and the one that left everyone shocked, what if Nolan was actually "no way," as Panic said on the boat?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working.
But it's just ironic that all of this is just coming about. Like, he talking about this could possibly be like Nolan in no way. Like, come on, bro. How all of a sudden this shit matched that? What about the part where they asking, is he dead?
We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership.
Now, if this is the case, there are still other questions, like Wyatt Pyron's grandfather appearing to call the CTO captain directly to cancel help, as Wyatt was on the phone to get help. Questionable.
Yeah, that's another thing. The grandpa said that they didn't need the people no more, and they was calling and over the phone like they sinking. You would have thought they was going underwater the way he was on the phone with them, and then all of a sudden they canceled it. Like, you don't need it no more.
Things about that call still stands out for some.
CTO Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd
Hello?
you say? Hey,
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
it's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know.
What the
Like
hell is
we're
this?
going down now.
So again, as a full presentation of all the facts continues to be withheld from the public by those in position to give it, people will continue interpreting how they see it, whether it be for their own safety and curiosity. Speculation grows where transparency lacks to exist. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Now that we know that Bart and his family have responded with a lawyer, I think the lack of day-by-day updates from officials was the best thing to do regarding the case. Reporting live from Hypers Club, Fight Plus News.
Man. I don't even know what to say, boy. Cause like now it's almost like they back to square one. If potentially Bart has nothing to do with this, then what angle do they go? Or do y'all think Bart got something to do with it? Or do y'all think Bart did it? I mean, like, I'm leaning towards, I feel like, he trying to get away from this situation after the Krishan situation where she talking about she about to move out of the country and all this other shit. And people are giving signs of, you know, escaping problems or whatever, doing what they gotta do. So just like him, he lawyered up immediately and threatened to sue anybody that talks about him in this situation. But I don't think you can really do that if it hasn't been proven that he has nothing to do with it. But y'all let me know if y'all think he innocent, guilty, How we feeling? I'm out.